Good morning, everybody. My name is Assi Rotbart, the CEO of Panaxia. Panaxia is doing medical cannabis since 2010 and is working in Europe for the past 7 years. I believe that we are the company with the widest market reach in Europe, starting from France to Poland, with Germany, Czech Republic, Switzerland, on the way, and hopefully very soon in Ukraine. We are not doing flowers. We are doing only extracts, and I will be happy to share some of our doings in the next few minutes. So cannabis and indication, this is not new to any of you. We all know that cannabis is good for pain, IBD, Parkinson, Alzheimer, and many other conditions, cancer-related, nausea, pain, and so on. However, and maybe I will not be popular, unfortunately, cannabis is not accessible to most of the patient who needs it. And this is the situation almost all over the globe today. For instance, let's take example of my grandmother. She was using medical cannabis for 5 years for Parkinson. But how can she use the medical cannabis? How she can choose between Hawaiian haze or Gorilla Glue? How can she grind with her shaking hands the flowers, and how can she roll a joint? So unfortunately, medical cannabis is excellent for Parkinson, but it is not accessible for most of the patients who needs it, because most of the patients are old. Most of them are the type of my grandmother and not the type of you. Therefore, our vision from the beginning was to take the magic of the cannabis plant, to take all these beautiful molecules, but to make them a drug, to make them a medication. A normal medication, a normal drug, sounds very boring, but this is what the grandmothers need. They need a pill to take together with all other pills and to get remedy to their condition. Simple, boring, but a real need for most of the population. So we started by creating dosage form, standard pharmaceutical dosage form, to make this molecule available either in liquid, tinctures, drops, sublingual tablets, ODTs, suppositories, and extracts for inhalation. And we will talk later how the physician should choose among these different presentation. But this is the way that most of the population used to consume drugs. And we believe that at least for this part of the population, cannabis shall be or must be accessible exactly in the same way. Now we are getting to the biggest challenge with cannabis. We all know that cannabis has hundreds of molecules. It has cannabinoids, flavonoids, terpenes, and so on. We also know that some of these molecules has a contradiction effect. Some of them will help for anxiety, others will create anxiety. So how a patient with an anxiety or with PTSD knows which flower to choose, or which cannabis to choose, or which products to choose, and how he can be sure that this month he will get a remedy and next month he will not get a side effect. So we tackled this issue in a brute force way. We started analyzing for 5 years every batch of medical cannabis available in the Israeli market. And not only us, we bought every cannabis batch, every cannabis product, flowers, oils, and any other form that was available in the market, and analyzed all the molecules in each batch. And we did it months after months for 5 years, collecting all the variety of molecules in all cannabis products in Israel, and Israel is a big market, 200K patients on a monthly basis. And then we stored all this data. Now, in parallel, we distributed thousands of questionnaires and interviews to patients in Israel, and we did it again months after months after months to collect all data available regarding side effects, regarding efficacy, regarding the need, and also related to the dosage, how much they used. And we took all this information and started processing it to try to figure out how we can align between a specific molecule to a specific need of a patient. And fortunately, we have some very nice results, and I think that this slide will demonstrate quite well the complexity of this flower. because we can see that there is a good correlation between canflavin A and pain treatment. There is also a good correlation between CBC and pain treatment. But once we are putting them together and we are aligning the concentration of canflavin A and CBC together, we have an excellent correlation for pain management. And we did it for indication after indication to find the right composition of the minor cannabinoids, flavonoids, and terpenes for a specific indication. And in this way, we can ensure that the same drops or the same tablets that are good for Parkinson will be good for Parkinson months after months. They will be standardized, they will be labeled, and it will be a drug. Now, statistics or post-marketing study is nice, but it's not convincing mainly the old school doctors. That's why every time once we are realizing a good correlation between specific molecule or combination of molecule to a specific indication, we are launching clinical trials, controlled, double-blind. Currently, 2 of them are running in 2 hospitals, one in Israel and one in Malta, on 250 patients. The one in Israel is almost done with promising results that will be published soon. The one in Malta is only in the early stages, so at least 2 years until we will get the results. Once the results are published for each indication, we can say that we have a drug. We have a combination of molecules, not only THC and CBD. We have proofs that these combination of molecules are helping for specific symptoms with a controlled and known side effects. Now, few words about France, and I will apologize that I'm not objective because I really love France, already decided to retire here, so I will try to be objective. Maybe not popular, but we think that France is doing it in the best way possible. They are treating medical cannabis in the right and correct way because they are treating it like any other drug. They require submission with a standard EU CTD. They require 5 modules, serialization, PV, PK, everything that we know from any other drug. And yes, flowers are nice, but in order to make it accessible to everybody, it needs to be a drug, or at least also to be a drug that you can have a script, go to the pharmacy, buy it, and use it once after months. And this is the way that France choose. We are happy and proud to be part of this experimentation for the past 5 years. We are supplying thousands of patients in France, 2,000 and something patients for the past 5 years. We are supplying THC, balanced products in tablets and in liquids dosage forms. And we are excited and thrilled, hopefully, to go in April to the commercial phase. Probably they will delay it a bit again, but it seems that it's almost around the corner. Now I want to talk a little bit about the elephant that is in the room in the cannabis area. And this is this. These are medical cannabis available in Germany today. And from some reason, respected doctors and real patients are buying today Dirty Banana, Blue Power, Gorilla Glue, and so on. Now in Germany, there are many extracts available in the market. Also us and other companies, you can buy different dosage, different concentration of liquid extract, and still most of the patients and most of the doctors are going to these brands. Anybody can indicate why patients and doctors are being pushed to these products and not consuming the extracts available widely in Germany? Business? No. They have extracts, they have liquids, they have tinctures, and still most of the doctors and the patients are going to the flowers. Lifestyle. I think that it's even stronger than lifestyle. No, they have good reason to. The reason why most or many patients are coming, and it was discussed in the previous panel early in the morning, is because of the pharmacokinetic. Liquids has between 1 hour to 2 hour onset. Sublingual tablets, ODTs, can reach maximum to 40 minutes onset. It is completely irrelevant for cancer pain. It is completely irrelevant for PTSD. These patients need remedy and they need it now. They cannot wait for 40 minutes. They cannot wait for 2 hours. It's not relevant for them. And this is why with all the variety of oils and liquids and tinctures in the German market and in many other markets, patients are still using flowers. And this touched the discussion that was here in the last panel before. What about flowers in France? How the market will react without flowers? And this is a serious question because oils, and we are doing excellent oils, are not a good remedies for acute condition. It's very clear that neither solution, suppositories, ODTs, or oil will not give the solution. However, the solution is simple, and it's here, and it's available, and there are many Americans and Canadians here, so for you it's not a surprise, but very strangely for European it's really a surprise. And this is extract for inhalation. And this product, which is a pharmaceutical product, pharmaceutical grade, can be registered easily in France and in any pharmaceutical framework with all the properties of a drug without any problem with the French guidelines, give us exactly what we need. If you look at the left top corner of the pharmacokinetics on humans, clinical study that we conducted 2 years ago, and these vapes giving better results than flowers. So there is a remedy, there is a product that is giving fast onset, that is helping patient fast and now, and can be registered with the current guidelines of France. So personally, I would not push too much to flower because there is a better solution widely used in North America and pharmaceutical product. Once we have all presentation available, the doctor is free to choose between extract for inhalation, suppositories, sublinguals, or tinctures based on the need of the patient. Chronic condition will go more to the oral tinctures. Acute condition will go more to the extracts for vaporization. And the IBD and digestion problem will go to the suppositories. So actually giving a presentation for each doctor. And I'm ending. Just want to share with you some thoughts because 2 years ago, once we brought these vapes to Europe, we were mocked because of a medical device, because of a regulation, because of complexity, and all the reason why it will not work. So guys, it is working. These are data from Germany and from Poland. Doctors love this product. Patients love this product. It's bringing help. It's clean. It's smellless. It's without smoke. It's without smoking. And you can see that 91% of the extract prescription in Poland are vapes and only 9 are oral extract, which is mirroring exactly the ratio between acute condition and chronic condition for this patient. So last slide. We are going through this journey. We are pioneering. I hope that most of you will join us educating, convincing prescribers, health authorities, pharmacies, that extract for inhalation is here and it's good, give a good remedy for the patient who needs it.